Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, that's not even weird.
I did buy the PlayStation. I feel like I owe an explanation for this.
I mean,
I've never seen my DMs blow up so fucking fast for any thirst trap I've ever posted.
Oh, well,
Low-key makes me mad.
I'm
dead ass serious. I'm dead ass serious. Not that quick. I've posted thirst traps. I've gotten DMs. That's all good. But, man, when I posted that damn PS5, yo, that shit lit up.
Well,
Y'all just went crazy for that fucking shit.
I've talked about this on the pod before, and I did say, if she ain't getting you no Xbox or PS5 for Christmas, you better drop that. Like, that's no longer a relationship. You single. Like,
No, I got a PS5. Okay, I'll quick tell the story for the viewers because everyone was like asking me, and I was like, listen to the podcast, rate, review, subscribe. You'll hear why I got this fucking PS5.
5 stars.
I've been looking for a PS5. Well, I've been looking for a system for a while. I was kind of flexible on what. I honestly was kind of looking for a 4 to be cheaper, but whatever. So anyway, I've been kind of asking around, like when I run errands, whatever, Best Buy, Target, whatever.
Wherever you're at.
And every time it's just like, you're dreaming, get lost, no chance, see you next year, try again later.
Don't fuck with us. We don't got it.
We will never have stock of this fucking thing forever. So it was just like, no. And then the other day I was at Best Buy buying a fucking router for my house, and
instead of a TV, by the way.
I know. And the guy was like, "Dream on," and I was like, "Yep, typical." And then I was in there for probably like a half hour, 45 minutes, just wasting time until my dinner reservation. And I was about to leave the store, and he comes running across the store, and is like, "Oh, I'm so glad you're still here." I think he might have been chopping me up. Yeah, I played him. And he comes running across the store and is like, I don't know why we have this. I don't know how we have this. And he's like, okay, I'm kind of lying. I kind of know why we have this because somebody like fucking ordered it and then like didn't come for 9 months and now they found it a different way, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
We got it.
He's like, we have one. We will never have any again, basically, essentially. Decide right now if you want this because there's 3 other groups here that all want it.
And you know Kristen loves nothing more than an impulse decision.
Yeah, when I
put on the spot.
Literally, it's like my
in a hot seat, ready to go. Is that your final answer?
I know. I live for it. I live for like a moment of this like thing where it's just you just have to. There's no way I could have said no, none. No way.
Yeah,
even though I like literally was not ready to drop $500, like shit.
Hey, if they won't do it for you, do like I did. Do
I know,
it yourself.
Man. Fuck. Yeah, self-care, right? We just had the self-care episode.
Do it yourself, and hey,
so
you're months late, but I'm proud of you.
So I'm now in possession of a PS5. So anyway, hit me up if you want to come play PlayStation with me and fuck me after. I'm kidding. That was a joke. That was a joke.
At King Kristen Renee on Instagram. Slide in the DMs.
That was a joke. I only have one controller. I'm too broke to buy another one.
Yeah, well, don't worry. Half these guys, half these guys that decided to go slide in these DMs already got the PS5. They'll just bring over their controller and you'll be good.
Yeah.
Or
I have no game. I haven't even opened the box. I was not ready to buy this thing. Like normally when you go and buy something like this, like you plan it that you're gonna get it, and then like you have the whole next day to like fucking play it and shit. No, I have hella shit to do. I was trying to edit the episode for this week. I was trying to fucking have hella work stuff going on. Like, I literally haven't even played it. It's embarrassing. Fuck.
It's not embarrassing. It's just proof that, again, Miss Impromptu, who likes to plan the podcast, not like her movie, but pretty meticulously.
I know, it's bad.
Doesn't like to plan some of these life decisions. That's meticulously.
And I'm going on fucking vacation next week as if I have money for this. I'm literally out here spending money like I have it. I make like no money. Like I'm not out
Sugar
here.
daddies. You hear what she's saying? She needs your help.
Oh my God. Whatever.
Show up.
Do you follow? There's this girl on Instagram. Her name is Elsa Marimbo. I think her name is.
Majimbo? You talking about the African girl?
Yeah,
that
and she's just like, what? Why have money if you don't spend it? She says the funniest things. I love her.
Yeah, she was like, what? I just have expensive tastes.
Yeah. I've been broke before. I survived. That's what she says. Anyway, I was channeling her energy.
Yeah, you were channeling her in that moment. Okay, that's fine. A lot of people channel.
Yeah, it was a lot. So then I had to pay for the fucking router, which was like $150, and the
at least you didn't get a shit router then.
I mean, it's a router modem combo.
Well then maybe it might not be so good. Okay.
No, it's crap. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. I just skipped on the fucking Wi-Fi.
I didn't know it was a combo.
I skipped on the fucking Wi-Fi, and everyone's gonna be like, "Well, then you can't game." But it'll be fine. There's a lot of play. It'll be fine. Trust me.
I'm not worried about it because the only game I really want to play is that Spider-Man game, and I don't need to be online for that. So
true. And also, like there's a lot I know about technology that people don't think I know. Just leave it at that. It takes a lot to do the pod, and the movie, and everything else.
Man, let the girl humble brag. she's out here. She's feeling like I was feeling like however many episodes ago, and I told y'all about the Xbox. Like, it feels good, man. It feels good. She's just pretending that it doesn't feel good because she fake broke. That's all. Like,
I'm real broke. Yeah. Anyway, welcome to Quarantings. We're in the cut with y'all.
Back in the building.
Yeah.
Back. This is weird because we've kind of been rapid fire, and this is like the most episodes we've recorded in like a 7-day span.
I know.
So
we're recording a lot of episodes because I'm taking a trip. Lume is taking 3 weeks in Uganda. Fucking, you never know what comes up during Hot Girl Summer.
She's about to fill a roster so high that she's not gonna have no time. So yeah, it's a lot of things. So we're just out here stacking for the people. So,
stacking episodes so you guys don't miss out. We're here.
That's how you got the energy today? You good?
I'm good. I'm feeling much better. Earlier today, I was like, seriously not. I was like having so much anxiety. I've been having a lot of anxiety lately for some good reasons and then some just like fucking stupid reasons. Like, I'm the most extroverted person ever. Why am I like so stressed about having way more socializing now that COVID's over?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
the thing that if I go back and play episodes 1 through 5 that you was begging for.
I know.
We kind of close.
No, and
to
I
it now.
am. It's and when I'm amongst people and do things and whatever, I'm very happy, and I get like more energized the more I have going on. Mm-hmm. So it's good, but I'm also like very comfortable in what I had going on, like all during COVID, and like also being single adds to that, like you're like alone, and it's like you develop your routines. And even for me, like if you're I'm like I said, I'm super extroverted. So if you're out there like having social anxiety about COVID being over, like I'm with you, low key. But like it's fine.
I'm pretty happy about the
you don't care.
wax. I'm ready to go. Yeah, let's hang out.
It's weird. Even I was telling my friend, my friend was mad at me because I haven't been inviting him to come be in the studio audience, which is a whole nother thing.
Hey, and to be clear, we've already discussed this on prior episodes. It is a standing invite to anybody who personally knows us. And those who might be trying to slide in the DMs, like holla.
Or like you don't know us, but you rated, reviewed, and subscribed and DM'd, yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta do it.
You gotta do your diligence.
A screenshot.
Yeah.
Get your proof, and you in there. Like, bouncer will let you in. You good. Like, it's no big deal.
This is a fact. But I was like saying, I get like, I don't know,
anxious.
like stage fright.
That's so weird. Like, literally the woman that wants to be, like, a world-renowned
which I do.
Actress.
Yeah, I know.
Has every intention in life of that being
every
a
intention
thing.
of that occurring. Yeah, correct.
And you out here, sitting around here, pretending like you get stage fright.
No, but it's not pretend, though. Like, have you ever seen, one time, so for a while, like, first of all, one thing that happens to me when I get nervous is I, like, feel like I'm going to throw up.
Yeah, I swear you throw up in this house.
I have never thrown up in this house.
I said if you do.
Oh no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't actually throw up from nerves, but I feel like I feel like it. Like I just have this like tension.
Well, I like the Eminem song. Palms are sweaty,
yes.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
Yes. And for a long time, I like denied it to myself that I was that I was nervous, and that is how I overcome a lot of things. Like I said in a different episode, I'm very good in the moment because I just am like.
Hit it.
Throw caution to the wind and just like do what needs to be done, whatever that means for the situation. But when I think about like delivering, I get really stressed. Like, remember I told you when we started doing this podcast, I was like, literally on Wednesdays, my mom would be like so fucking mad at me because I would literally act like a fucking bitch all day because I was just stressed about doing the podcast because we didn't know each other that well.
It did take you like 2 months. I'm sorry to like get into it. Like, yeah, that's true.
So I get stage fright, and my eyes were open, and I felt more confident about just admitting it to myself that I do get really anxious and have genuine stage fright when I saw Jenny Slate's comedy special on Netflix.
Oh, that inspired you?
Her comedy special is called Stage Fright, and she has this whole thing about how she gets like literally like crippling stage fright, like can't exist like in the day of the show. And I was like, I feel that way, like I can't survive it, and yet I thrive off of it, and I want it. I'm a complex woman, man. What can I say?
You are complex, and I will let us get on the topic, but I just want to make sure that people heard there, because she just pointed out that she didn't know me that well, even though she was trying to tell people that we was friends for forever. So
shut up. Now we're best friends.
Nope.
Oh
I just wanted to make sure that was on wax. So now we're good.
Lume's my best friend. Apparently he doesn't like me, but that's fine.
Hey, love-hate relationship. They're all over the world. We know that. Like, it's no big deal. That might be a new topic. Love-hate relationships. That might be we'll have to talk about.
Funny.
But we're not talking about that today. Today we talking about, I guess, shooting your shot.
Yeah, today we're talking about shooting form, baby.
We try. Everybody wants to be Steph Curry, but there's only so many Steph Currys in this world.
Also, spoiler alert: if you want to have the best shooting form of all time, you have to practice.
Yeah. Okay. So I will agree with that 100%.
We talked about.
But
practice.
Also, like the way you just talk about anxiety about this
I know.
For me, that's where I'm like, I can't do it. Like, I
pressed?
totally get it. Practice makes fake perfect, even though nobody's perfect. So how much practice does it take to get perfect? Like, whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I don't disagree that reps help, but also reps in this situation can be very painful.
Yeah.
More than just shooting jumpers.
It's a fact. This is a fact.
Like, cause man, y'all women, y'all be cutting some egos out here, like hurting some souls.
You know, you're right.
Crushing some balls.
It can be very.
It's kind of a lot.
As the kids say, cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded. Ooh-wee. Yeah, it can be, but I agree. Reps are good. You got to try different things.
The thing about the reps is that it's not, to your point, it's not practice makes perfect. Because you're right. The reps aren't necessarily going to guarantee you success with the shot itself. Mm-hmm. But what the reps are going to do is get you comfortable with, like, your ability to even shoot at all. Because one time I heard from, like, first of all, I hate self-help gurus for many reasons. But occasionally you'll find, like, the good snippet. And this one self-help guru, I saw a clip on Instagram, was like, people think that, like, if, like, their perfect person, like, literally the person of their dreams, walks into the bar, that they're suddenly going to be, like,
I think you
walk right up to them. Yeah. And the reality is, if you're not, like, flexing that muscle of, like, going up to someone, you're not going to suddenly do that when the stakes are that much higher.
Yeah, no, 100%. Though, of course, my counter is if they were truly my perfect person, they just go come
Well,
up to me,
yeah, they would just see you. Your eyes would meet.
Exactly. They're going to lock and be like, there's the illuminator I've been looking for. Hey.
The Uber would be called you'd immediately leave.
Yeah.
Yes, we understand.
But no, the general point is correct.
Yeah.
Like, I don't disagree with that at all.
Right.
So then, okay, like, since I'm the more anxious one. I'm the one who's probably going to need to be working on shooting my shot this whole summer. Like, for you, because I know you love the IRL, the Kristen dates, the things like...
Yep, I do.
What is it that... I mean, other than drinks, what is it that brings you to, like, I'm going to go shoot the shot on a dude? Like,
so, for one thing, I mean, like, and this isn't... this is super specific to me for obvious reasons.
Correct.
But,
I mean, I asked you.
But, I mean, that's one of the reasons I started doing this podcast, is because obviously I do have, like, a lot of opinions, and I am a very sexual person, and I felt like in the past I was not able to express that in a kind of, like, non-aggressive way, So, like, I want to be known as truly, like, who I am in this way without it being, like, I'm suddenly, like, bringing up, like, sexual topics in every fucking conversation with all my friends and potential people and, like, anyone I ever meet. And now that I'm doing this more, and, like, the more you can find, like, it doesn't have to be what I'm doing, but, like, your things and your niches and what makes you cool and different, then it naturally becomes more of, like, a common thing that comes up in conversation. Like, I'll be out with people that I peripherally know and one or two closer friends, the podcast gets brought up, you know, and then it's that gateway.
It's been happening more even for myself, which is weird.
Right.
And I mean, it's good, but it's different.
Yeah, it's really different. It's
a
really different kind of thing.
I'm fake humble, so I don't be knowing how to.
But it definitely, don't you feel like it definitely opens people up to having conversations that are more conducive to like talking about different kinds of relationships, talking about dating, like then it's on the brain. I mean, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, once it's like, okay, let's say they saw some clip of, I don't know, me complaining about the couple social media thing.
Right.
Now it's like, okay, we have now 5 to 10 minutes where we're going to go back and forth about something that might be a little more personal to them because they feel some type of way about it.
Yeah, but they're more comfortable now.
Which maybe it would have taken me an hour to get them comfortable in that level.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, they see that I talk about that, so now we can just go right into it. We don't got to, don't got to lube them up, as they say. So it's fine. Like,
and even for myself, like with the nerves, you know, we all get nerves, especially in real life, and like, I feel like even with me personally, if I'm having these kinds of like conversations about dating and relationships, like it opens me up to having that on my brain, you know, instead of just being in the past, I would struggle to like actually be receptive to like who was around me aside from the people that I came there with. And I feel like I mean, as COVID's just started being over, like I've only been out a couple weeks, but maybe a month, but, I think about it more. Who's around? Like, what interactions am I having? Like, is this interesting or applicable to me or the podcast or someone else? Like, it's just more. It's more on my mind, and I swear to God, this is part of why I wanted to do the podcast, is to try to encourage myself to like literally be out here and interacting with potential suitors, for lack of a better term, more. So, you know, again, very personal to me, obviously, but like. The point still stands that the more like the less small talk and the more substantive, you know me, I'm always about the substance.
Yeah, we know. We know.
Regardless if if the topic is actually dating or not, like people like substantive conversations. They remember them more. You're funnier when you're drunk. Like it's just all vibes. I don't know. That's my opinion.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I guess I would say for that, it's more like. If I'm shooting the shot, I mean, because I guess you never know when you're shooting the shot to whatever woman, like what they're gonna end up being.
Right.
Like maybe it ends up being nothing. Maybe it ends up being hookup, like one night stand. Maybe it ends up being wifey. Like you don't know when you're shooting the shot. But I also feel like, and this is definitely me now personally, I don't feel like I should be out here getting my reps shooting shots on these bitches that are going to be nothing or just like a one night stand. I'm like, I don't know that these reps are really helping, especially, you know, if I do want wifey, you know, at some point, like, I'm like, what are these reps really doing for me other than maybe getting laid?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I do have a sense of like, if you don't like start down the path, if you don't win the first game, you don't win the championship game, you know?
Was this March Madness?
I'm into the sports analogies lately.
I know you are. I'm well aware, and I can keep up, so it's fine.
But I do appreciate your point of, like, you're trying to, you know, have it be worth your time. I mean, you are risking embarrassment or rejection or whatever.
And heartbreak, heartache, blue balls, all the above.
Like, you're right.
Not great.
And also, you know, like what I described, my whole speech was more about like the shooting your shot with like somebody who you're not just walking up to a person and bringing up this conversation necessarily the first thing you say to them. There's definitely like the cold shot. That's the toughest. That's so brutal.
Those coming off the bench, Vinny the Microwave Johnson, Jamal Crawford, you coming off the bench, heat up. Like, man, some people are really good at that. I could never.
It's tough. It's tough. I mean, like, it's really hard to know what to say.
Like, I have a friend when we were just in Vegas. I have a friend who he can just come off the bench and just. Like, money in the bank.
Like, just knows what to say?
I don't know if he knows what to say, but he's just comfortable saying whatever comes warranted. Up. And he'll find something and make it work, or not make it work. But it's a talent of his that I can't believe I'm saying on wax because I know he's gonna know who I'm talking about. He's gonna get this compliment, and I would never tell to his face. But yeah, it's just sometimes some people got it like that.
Yeah.
And it is really impressive to me, like to just be comfortable to do it,
Right.
and just go. And a lot of, well, I mean, again, Vegas, that's different. Everybody's happy,
Well,
so
sure,
it's like whatever.
right. It's
But
vacation,
I've seen
yeah.
him do it. I've seen him do it.
Yeah,
in places not Vegas, and it's.
So, I
still
mean,
been
I
successful.
definitely, there's also a difference between, like, I think for women, the cold shot is tough, just, like, literally the sheer fact of it. Like, walking up to a guy who you literally don't know, and maybe they've seen you, maybe they don't. Ideally, you would only cold shoot with people that you've at least had, like, some eye contact with across the bar or something.
Yeah,
But women struggle more to, like, literally just do it. I think for men, honestly, like, I do respect the fact that it's really difficult for men to, like, get women to take them seriously and not just, like, literally play the defensive. Because as a woman, like, if a guy approaches me, I'm immediately just fucking playing defense.
Yeah, why?
Well, for one, like, there's literally, like, the safety factor. So that's definitely a thing, always, especially if it's, like, night at a bar.
Yeah, no, we're out. That's can never not be, unfortunately.
And then secondly, there's, like, the creep factor of, like, even if you're, like, quote-unquote safe, like, you're being an annoying creep, like,
well, you gross, you nasty.
Yeah, like some guy that, like, if you give them the time of day, then is, like, literally never gonna let it go or leave you alone if it fizzle. Like, they can't read the fizzle cues. It's just like, okay, get the fuck away.
Yeah, we.
So there's that,
we miss
and then
those
there's
sometimes.
like, I don't know. And some of it is just nonsense. I'll give it to you. It's not all warranted.
Yeah.
So again, like,
because I feel like I'm fine with you playing the defensive, especially for more the first one than the second one of those two things.
Yeah.
But, like, if I roll up, I know that you think I look good because I've already kind of you give me at least double stares. Like, come on now, you're not looking this way twice for nothing, right? And I come through, like, we ain't got to play all the games, girl. Like,
yeah, facts.
Come on, let's get to the flick, as they say.
Right.
So, but I do understand, especially those first 2 points, like, that is important and should probably be done.
And it's also hard because I feel like what men want women to say to them and what women want men to say to them is, like, two different things.
Oh, 100%. Because, like, when you just brought up the thing about, like, women doing a cold shot, I'm like, I don't think I've rejected a cold shot in my life. Like, I mean, I haven't had very many, but, like, if you get a cold shot, like, are you serious? Like, that's normally the only reaction.
The women's
like,
version of a cold shot is not really as purely a cold shot as, like,
probably not
a man's.
But,
like, if I was gonna do a cold shot, it would be much more like, we're both standing at the bar, we're both trying to order drinks separately. And then, like, we're both
you're
like
stealing my money.
No. I'm not saying he's gonna buy me a drink. I'm saying if I have a cold shot at him, like,
gonna buy you.
I went to the bar to buy my friend's drinks or something, or myself, whatever, and he's already there also. And then, like you said, we make eyes. Maybe there's, like, something funny happens with the drunk person down the bar, and we comment on it. Like, I'm gonna be real subtle. I'm not gonna be like, oh, what's up, da da da. Like, no. Like, I don't know if I could do it. I should. I don't know. Should I? Is that what men want?
I mean, yes. Okay, one place I will say that I, oddly enough, feel comfortable with that scenario and doing a little more of a pseudo cold shot.
Yeah.
Airport bars. Bars, so comfortable. Like, I've met so many females like that we've had, like, 20 to plus minute conversations because we were just randomly there. I know most of the time, I know we're not getting on the same plane. Right. So it's like, whether I'm seeing you again is already most likely out the door, but hey, we're in the same airport right now, so we know this location. It's like, what's the worst that I could say? Like,
right. Well, more like, what's the worst that can happen? Because, again, then your risk is diminished because you're never going to see this bitch again, probably.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, I remember this time I was going to Atlanta, and I was not expecting to tell the story, but I was going to Atlanta, and I was just like, I was maybe, like, an hour early because I just try to be early at the airport. Yeah. So I go to the bar, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to get me a couple drinks. An hour is
not early to me, but continue.
An hour early before the flight was boarding. Not an hour early before I'm taking off. Still
Okay,
early.
yeah. Fair.
Good
Okay.
try, though. Anyways, so I'm sitting at the bar. I'm like, I got an hour till I got to be at the gate. I'm just going to have a couple drinks, watch this game, whatever.
Yeah.
And the bar was kind of empty. Like, this was pre-COVID, by the way.
Yep.
So it was kind of odd that it was empty, but I was like, whatever. So I sit down, and there's this, she's kind of cutie pie over there, like a couple seats down. And I can't remember, like, what she ordered, but, like, it was, like, the exact same drink that I ordered. And I was like,
Perfect.
I was like, oh, good taste or whatever, something like that. And she was like, and then, next thing you know, she scoots over, and now we're having a whole conversation. We're talking, I find out she, like, frequents between here and Denver. And so, next thing you know...
Flight Bay, what the fuck? Where did this bitch go? Why is she on the roster?
Great question.
I already told you need an out-of-town bay on the roster. Fuck.
I don't know where she went, but no, like, we, like...
Come back around.
We, like, exchanged numbers or whatever, and then, like, got on our plane, got on our flights, and da-da-da. But I was just, like, I felt so comfortable there, because it was just, like,
airport.
an easy scenario. It was smooth. Like, it was different than, like, I'm at Cowboy Jack's.
Although that's kind of a bad example, because I feel like Jack's is actually more a receptive kind of place.
No, people are just happier there.
Fucked up, yeah.
Yeah. But as far as, like, something like that, I don't think it's easier there. I really think
I genuinely believe it's easier on Cowboy Jack's rooftop, and not the attachment because the music's so damn loud, but that's kind of the point I'm making. Mm-hmm. Cowboy Jack's rooftop, if you're not by that fucking inner bar up there, it is actually easier to talk to and meet people because they're not playing music fucking blasting your eardrums out.
Well, we'll see. Or post-pandemic,
I feel like it's tough to shoot your shot, especially cold when the music's fucking blaring. You try to shoot your shot at fucking Exchange, unless you're Lume, you got a table and bottle service every fucking time you go. Some of us ain't out here like that.
Yeah, some of us just buy PS5, so whatever. Could have had like 3 bottles if you'd have brought that money, but it's cool.
So what does a guy want from a woman shooting a shot with them in real life?
I mean, honestly, it's like once you're coming and you're approaching me without me initiating the approaching, you've done like 40% of it. Like,
okay, yeah.
I'm like, okay, she is
expressing
in
interest.
some way kind of interested in me.
Right.
Dope. Then, of course, like I told you, it would take the 5 minutes to evaluate. Normally it's not that long, but whatever. And then at that point, it's like, just don't be like lame. Like,
but what does she say? What is she like? What happens when she walks up to you?
She doesn't say much. Like, she just it's something as simple as like you like gin and tonics too, or something. So, like, just something stupid to like start, just to break the ice, like whatever. Yeah. And then, like, or, maybe she's like, unicorn, the game is on, and she's like, oh, man, I'm about to lose 500 on the Suns tonight.
I've tried the sports angle. It doesn't fucking work.
No, what doesn't work is when you pick these dudes that don't actually like sports.
I mean, maybe that might be true, but...
Like, if a dude likes sports, he never going to react that way.
I don't usually be picking dudes that don't like sports, but,
if you say so.
I don't know. I feel like I tried the sports thing. It doesn't... It's not really...
We'll coach you up on that one. I think you just need some coaching up.
Yeah, maybe the delivery's just not good. That's probably true.
That's all it is. Like, the knowledge is there. But
I mean, not to say that I'm always brave. Like I said, I'm brave. I'm braver the more... See, I don't like to be pressured by the group. I like to be hyped up on the side by the individual BFF that I'm with.
So just your one hype girl,
right,
or guy, whatever.
Or guy, doesn't matter. But if the whole group is like, Kristen, go talk to them, I'm like, no, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna hate. I feel like the group thing.
It's like so much pressure.
Does make you less desired to do the whatever it is, but I don't know. I feel like I guess it depends on what the group is. Like, like you're saying, like, it's got to be like your one hype girl.
Yeah, the one guy. Friend, like, kind of be on the side, being like, "Yo, like,
but
you should
like,
really talk to them."
If I was with if I was with the dudes that I was with in Vegas, like those are my homies for life. Like, while they would probably have to literally push me, I probably would go.
Okay.
Again, not willingly, so because I know they're gonna hear this.
But it's still like it's still like the closest.
But they're like the hype guys, each one of them.
And it's not that big of a group too. It's like 4.
Correct. Yeah, it's 3 other.
Right. So I'm talking about like I'm usually out with like.
Yeah, the Kristen date's like 7 people.
7, 8, 9 people. Right. It's too much.
Yeah, no, that's too much attention. Yeah.
But here's the other thing: you can definitely set, like, if you are either too afraid to shoot the shot, man or woman, or you're just like not sure if you should or like whatever, you can assist them. You have to like we've said this before, you've said this before. No dude is gonna like come up to a fucking 6 hot chicks and like talk to one when they're like in a big group. Like that's the most like intimidating cold shot of all time.
Yeah,
you gotta separate.
Bold.
You gotta assist the shooter and separate.
Divide and conquer,
yeah,
baby.
Dude.
Jump on the grenade.
If you're like hoping he's gonna shoot your shot with you, or you're too whatever. Like separate. Go to the bathroom and then dilly dally. Take the long route back. Like go to the bar like you're pretending you're gonna order yourself a drink. Like whatever.
Something that separates you from that scenario.
Or take one girl to the dance floor. Like something. You can't be in this fat group and think someone's gonna have the balls to like approach you. Either gender.
I agree. Yeah. Though. Yeah. No. Actually, I take it back. I just agree.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. It's just too much.
Yeah. No.
And then here's the other thing. Like, so you said the ideal approach from the woman is like subtle, but the fact that she's even doing it at all speaks volumes.
Correct.
So it's not so super important what the words are.
Yeah, and I mean, now, post-pandemic, like, I talked about how we be coming up these interactions that are going to be like, hi, I like you. You're very sexy. Do you want to sleep with me? Drink, sleep? Okay.
I feel like that's honestly both genders at this point. Everybody's so fucking
horny.
horny.
Yeah, no,
Jesus Christ.
we've lost our way. Like, we've lost our way. So
sinful out here.
These reps that you're speaking of,
people are getting reps in.
I was out the other day. They're getting reps in for sure. But they need them right now. They need them because we're trying to come back around. But yeah, no, I mean, it's just for any woman that's doing it, honestly, you going over there
is half the battle.
Yeah, and then it's like, as long as that guy is single, because obviously the cold shot, any shooting your shot, there's always the risk that they are taken, and so it doesn't matter how good you are, they're just an actual good person and faithful to their relationship, and there's nothing you could have said or done that's going to make that be a thing. But if they're single,
then they're going to be receptive,
yeah,
probably,
like,
9 out of 10.
And especially for women, like, y'all know those times, like, we used to always have this analogy, like, the woman in the red dress. Like, every girl has a couple of fits that they know when they go out, they know dudes is looking at them. Like, it's 100%.
Facts.
And if you rocking one of those,
right?
Come on now, like, you could just walk up and say, "Hey."
Agreed, but the girl who's rocking that fit, like her best fit, she's not gonna be shooting her shot. She's gonna be waiting for.
She busy. Yeah, she busy. Most likely.
So here's my thing. So I feel like the approach that women are giving when they are shooting their shot, which I'll admit is not as much as it should be, is what they want to receive, and it's not what they're receiving. So I feel like the guy's approach to the woman, sometimes, not everybody, but is like way more to the point, and women want the subtle thing.
Yeah, we're not good at, yeah.
We're playing the defensive. So if you come up to me and you're immediately like, "Oh, what's up, girl?" Like,
just, girl, you looking good today.
Yeah, that's like a lot for me to like evaluate.
You tired? Because you've been running through my mind all day.
Or even just like on a more realistic level, like, not that that's not realistic, but on a different level of like, can I buy you a drink right away? Mm-hmm. Then you're forcing me to make a decision about you immediately. And we've already talked about the fact that like I need more evaluation time than that.
But also, you personally like the impromptu pressure, so it's like you're torn. You're torn in that moment. You are torn in that moment.
Well,
most women
okay,
not.
So true, but I like the pressure if there's already been a strong like pre-interaction. Yeah, like eyes, whatever, smiles, Then that's like a better play. But the colder it is, the more subtle you need to be, because that's what women are projecting. That's what they want from you. They want time to like evaluate you in a non-committal, non-pressure way.
See, I get that, and I totally am here for it. But at the same time, I'm also like, well, no, I'm just also like, I think of scenarios like real, like situations that have happened to me where it's like,
Yeah.
we're at a busy ass bar, and it's like only one of us is getting through this bitch, and I see you might have been waiting there since before I was here. If I happen to be at a bar, or maybe I know the bartender, so I know there's a 95% chance I'm gonna get this next drink order.
Yeah.
My first thing might be like, hey, what are you and your girls having? My guy works there.
That's perfect. That's actually that's diamond. Chef's kiss. That's diamond, because then it's not like it again. That's still less pressure than walking up to a girl and being like, "Can I buy you a drink?" If you're at the bar, people are waiting for the bartender's attention, whatever, and you know this, and you're just like, what are you guys having? That to me is just like, I would fucking swoon at the sight. I would swoon at the sight. It's perfect because you're not putting on the pressure on me to like commit to you specifically, but you're making your presence like worthwhile in my experience on this night.
I'm doing something that could be positive to you.
Right, it's positive regardless of if I'm into you or not. So like I already am like fucking with you more than if it was just like you're forcing me to make a decision about you right away. Man, you got to figure it out. You got to leave it down more often. That's perfect.
I don't know. That situation normally happens with the boys. I don't know. Like,
well, you gotta. I mean, you have to finesse it so that you're standing next to a girl you're trying to shoot your shot with at the bar, which can be tricky if it's packed. But
that's a toss up. Yeah, it doesn't. The situation just happened to randomly occur.
And it's still. I mean, it's not. It's not foolproof.
Oh, no question. Like I've seen it fail, so I know that it's not foolproof. But
it's also less. I feel like for me that would be less risky. Because the rejection is less if it fails.
Oh, well, yeah, because, I mean, I'm like, if in that situation that I'm saying, if this girl does not want my help, then I'm immediately then going to stunt in her face and get this drink
and buy hella fucking drinks and pass
buy
it back.
drinks and bounce.
Exactly,
and be like,
exactly.
Well, I tried to tell you.
I could try. Right.
You didn't want the plug. Like, that's on you. Like, you
Agreed.
thought all I was trying to do was sleep with you. Now you still waiting in the back.
Right.
So, have fun.
Yeah, you're going to hate from outside the club.
So, I mean, I feel like I'm out here, being a good Samaritan.
Yeah.
And now, maybe I'm the good Samaritan that wants you to maybe hang out with me for the remainder of that drink.
Right.
But either way, even if you don't, I still did the kind thing and got you your drink quicker than you was going to get it.
And the other part of it is that it's sort of like in the process of what both people are going to go through anyway. It's like in the throes of what happens at a bar. And also oftentimes like that time spent waiting to order drinks is like very much wasted time in your night. So to like create productivity out of it, not to make this like so clinical and like fucking dusty talk, but like you see what I'm saying.
Well,
like,
it's just like I think of like you was talking about when you guys didn't want to wait in the line at the Loop the other day.
Yeah.
And I know like I see it all the time when there's like some group of dudes that are in front of some girls and they're like, "Oh my God, we've been waiting in this line forever," and they turn around and they're like, "Oh, you're in our group. We up next. You good? Like don't wait." Something just as simple as that.
The line is another. You're coming up with all the locations. God damn!
I've been around
I'm
the
taking
block.
notes.
I've been around the block. I didn't say these work. I just say like
I'm taking
these are
fucking notes
these are
tonight. Jesus Christ, you got it all unlocked. I'm gonna be at the airport next week, scoping that shit out, man.
Oh, you definitely gonna be successful at the airport. I promise you that. But
the airport,
the line works. Like it's an easy thing. And again, I'm mad about the line because we back now out of pandemic, and I told you about how I hate the
lines. I mean, everybody hates a line.
Yeah, but like it is a spot.
It's a vibe, yeah.
Where you're stuck.
And I will say that furthers my argument about the fact that these loud ass bars that are playing loud ass music, it's tougher. Because again, the line is where you can actually fucking have a conversation. I do think that like sometimes as much as I love a dance floor, I sometimes get sick of the fact that you can't fucking hear or see anything. I already said that in a different episode. Like if it's extremely loud and extremely dark, I'm having a hard time figuring out like I'm literally having a hard time tracking you in the bar. And secondly, like finding that in is tougher and like it forces you to be more direct because it's like you can't just be like, oh. But that's a perfect segue. We got to take it to the virtual for a few minutes. And we spent a lot of time talking about apps, and apps are like so just like say whatever the fuck you want. I'm more talking about the texting, and there's different scenarios here. Like the first one I want to hit on because this shit is so funny.
Too funny. I knew you want to talk about this. This one I actually was like, yeah, we can't finish recording
We gotta
without
talk
talking
about
this
this.
one.
Okay. Audience chime in. Listeners chime in. Are we still with the booty call you up text?
WID.
Yeah.
What's
Is this
up?
an acceptable shot? Is this an acceptable text to receive? Are we, as they say, finish? What did the guy say?
We retire it?
No. Are we retiring it, or are we? What did the guy in the TikTok say? Gotta see it through.
Oh, gotta see it through. Gotta see it through. Yeah, that's what he said. Shit.
Is it a gotta see it through, and you're going for it anyway, even though you might be annoyed, or is it like a nah? Like fuck
okay,
off?
so here's the thing. Like, I think it depends on a number of factors. Like, I just was telling you guys off wax about that girl that, and I don't know if she'll ever hear this, but it doesn't matter. She knows who she is. She's not ashamed. Like, who got that text at 4 a.m, and hopped that Uber and left.
You right. Yep.
And that was like literally, she even showed me the text. The dude was like, "Well, if you're still up," which obviously she was. So it was just a variation of "You Up," but like he remixed it a little bit. It's the remix, baby.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it depends on some factors. So like, one, do you guys have a prior relationship? I don't think you can hit the "what you doing, you up" with some girl that you never actually been on a date with if it's a text. Now, when we talk about the dating apps, like you said, say whatever you want. Like,
Right.
Who cares? Like, shoot shot.
Yeah.
But like, if this is like, let's say us studio audience, we all go out. You know, you're out, you bring some random new girl in, and I'm like, yo, she kind of fine, whatever. We have a little contact, exchange numbers.
Yeah.
I can't be out like 2 nights later, messed up here at the crib with Joe, talking about 1:30 a.m. You up?
You
like,
up.
Unless I want to guarantee that that's not going to work out. That's not a good move.
Oh.
That's not me
not
putting the keys to success.
Right.
Okay? But like, if we've already been out, like exchange pleasantries for I would say more than like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have some kind of vibe.
You do need the you up roster spot filled.
Correct.
It's just that like, man, and I don't know how I personally feel. I think beyond myself, there's plenty of bitches who just, regardless, they're happy to fill the you up spot, but they don't want the you up.
They don't want to be. Yeah, it's like they're like, I want you to be creative in the way that you ask that makes me feel that I'm
like
not
I'm better.
getting
Right.
that text. Yeah.
And it's like it's kind of one of those things. It is really like they gotta see it through. Like I'm not fucking happy about it.
No,
but like,
it's like the other text that you made a whole fucking big deal about. The like, you can come over if you want to. Yeah,
oh
like,
my god.
To me, that's the same level. Y'all hate that text, these two texts.
Yeah,
but if I remix that text, your ass is right there. But I'm
sometimes
saying the same
it doesn't.
thing.
Sometimes I'm fine with it. Like sometimes I'm honestly not mad about the you up text.
Yeah, but you also don't sleep, so it's like whatever. Like I like try to sleep, but I just don't like to get messages after that time. Though
Right.
I'm not gonna pretend that there hasn't been women that have hit me up after like 11:30, and I was like.
But do women hit you with the you up?
I haven't been hit up with that in a long time, but like the last time I did, yeah.
Have I said it?
And I was like,
I'm trying to think.
I mean, they're nicer, so it's like, are you awake? We're gonna be they'll be more proper.
Fake good girl text. Are you awake? They try to make it seem like you're not on the
or even
list.
the worst one, which is like the one I can't deny, which is like, I hope you're awake right now. And then it's like, well, damn.
Yeah, but see, this is. But if somebody
awake,
said, "I hope you're awake," right? If a dude said, "I hope you're awake right now," to me, as opposed to, "You can come over if you want."
Yeah, I understand the premise puts more. Whatever.
Yeah.
Again, I do have a semblance of a heart. Okay, I get it.
No, I know. I'm really not speaking to you that much in this moment. I'm more talking about like these motherfuckers who are just like, no, man, you can't express interest. Then what the fuck are we doing anything for? You have to express interest. You're trying to fuck. You're interested in fucking.
Yeah, and that was the text.
express.
That's what the text is for. Because you are even admitting that these texts
I am. I'm admitting
are
it.
like,
I'm not. It's not a total denial if I get the up text, especially like you said, if we have the prior rapport. And like maybe I think it's funny, maybe I'm just like whatever, I'll
I
get
don't
over
know.
it.
We'll have to have a slide in our DMs or like, comment on whatever, like tweet at us. Like, I think it's got to be at least 2 weeks before you can send that text.
2 weeks?
At least 2 weeks.
Of what?
Of interaction.
Of talking?
Some kind of interaction. Hopefully at least once or twice that is somewhat physical, but...
I mean, honestly, I don't really booty call people unless I'm like out. If I'm already at home, like I'm masturbating. I don't need you. Like, I'm good. If I'm already like cuddled up, I'm not looking cute particularly. Like, the fuck? I don't need to get cute for you to come over and like, maybe or maybe not do a good job of whatever it is we're gonna get up to. Like, I'll figure it out. I'll be good on that.
Yeah,
but.
cue a Kawhi laugh.
But if I'm out, I don't even have like it's not even a drunk thing. It's just an out thing.
Yeah.
And if I'm gonna call somebody, like first of all, I would probably try to like fake hide it about like come to the bar we're at type thing, knowing good and well that ain't happening. I don't know what I say. Fuck, I haven't booty called someone in a while.
Yeah, clearly. Like, you gotta reps. Get those reps.
I know I gotta get those fucking reps.
Get those reps.
This isn't really the reps that I was talking about.
Too late. Reps are reps, okay? Can't go to the Hall of Fame if you don't get these reps. So, as I see these legends looking across at me, like,
another thing women do is like the classic thing of just like you don't need. I mean, realistically, if you have like something going with this dude and you know it's bound to happen, but you just don't know when, and you think it might be at a certain time, and you're trying to like, again, assist. Man, you just post some shit on your story, he'll swipe up. Bitches be doing that 24/7. Like, you just post some like semi-thirsty shit, he'll swipe up.
It's called a trap for a reason. I have a friend that literally will like post some kind of trap on her story. And I will comment on it, and she will straight up tell me, she's like, Lume, you know good and damn well.
I didn't post the shit for you.
That this shit ain't for your ass. And you know good and damn well that I will delete this in an hour if he doesn't respond. And I'm like, I know, I just like to bother you so you think that it was him. That's all. Like, I'm just being an asshole. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're setting the trap.
Like I said, y'all put a trap
fly
out. Y'all always gonna trap more than what you're asking for.
I don't know. Yeah, that's one of the better ways to initiate the booty call.
As a
the
woman.
kids call it the sneaky link these days. I learned that on TikTok.
Sneaky link when your girl's supposed to thirst trap?
No, when you're booty call. That's the new term that the young kids call booty call.
Link?
A sneaky link.
Wow.
I have another like shoot your shot common text. When are we gonna hang out? C-.
Because it's literally putting all the pressure on you?
To figure it out, to say if I'm interested, to make a plan, to know when is a good time, to figure out everything, to booty call or date. I mean, like it's like literally the equivalent of just being like, hey, just like something.
I feel like
give me something.
I think like it's only a C- when the response is, I'm free whenever.
Yeah, but what others? I mean, I don't know. I feel like okay. To be fair, when are we gonna hang out is actually better than come through if you want, because it is actually expressing the interest. Yeah. So I'm not saying it's like terrible. Like, I'm not mad at receiving that text, but it's like it goes from a C- to literally an A+ if you actually suggest something.
So you want the when are we gonna hang out? ... I have tickets to the Twins game on Friday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or like
You're also needy.
No, or I mean, it doesn't have to be like a money thing. It could be like beautiful weather this weekend.
Let's go walk around Lake Calhoun.
Even just that. Even just beautiful weather this weekend. Suggest like let's do an outdoor activity. Something. Give me something.
I gave you something to text saying where we gonna hang out. Like I gave you something.
It's just a lot. It's just like you're. Then I'm like, I don't know. It's just not enough.
I understand it, and as much as it pains me to admit that I've learned anything from doing this podcast with you, I do see more of the point from the female perspective of some of these messages that I have frankly always thought were either borderline sublime or at least a fucking B plus. Because like, yeah, when we gonna hang out? I think like, yo, I'm showing all this interest, like I'm hitting you up, like, what's up, girl? But y'all are looking at it like, damn, so he wants to hang out, but he wants me to pick it. Like
he
he
doesn't
can't
wanna
plan
put
a
the
day,
work
he can't
in.
da. Like, well, yeah,
There's a huge spider on your wall.
not that big, but whatever. I'll kill it later. It's in the galaxy, far, far away. But,
well, I appreciate that. I do. I mean, like I said, it's not the worst thing I've ever heard. I'd rather get that than come over if you want. Even though now, like, I actually, I'll give you the same thing that you gave me. Like, I'm learning to recognize the fact that like the text itself is the expression of interest.
And some of these guys, I mean, like, I'll speak as a guy who I feel like for a majority of my life was not very comfortable talking with women. I will say that like if I'm gonna send him, like, man, that's me going all the way. That's all I got. Like, he's doing the dice thing too much. That's all he's got. Like, sometimes that's all I got. And so I'm just hoping like you go and grab and you go and pull, and then like I'll be like, like. So I think some of these dudes, you gotta understand that that's their dice move.
Sure.
Like, that's kind of all they got, and that's what they got to give. They're not Quarantings fans yet, so
right.
they haven't
We
taken
gotta
all
get the
these classes.
mainstream facts.
So once they get these classes, they'll be better. But for now, they just coming out of quarantine and they like just trying to get some of these rep back, and they
practice.
They don't know. So I don't know. I see where your head's at about that being a C minus. I probably up into a C plus myself.
Sure.
But you know, you're a hard grader, so
Yeah, I
whatever.
know. I'm pretty tough. I'm pretty tough on him.
You didn't even
But
like
but
freaking-
you know, at the same time, I do agree. You got to see that through, though. Like, I'd be saying all this, like, I'd be rejecting this shit.
Oh, I didn't say that you were out here rejecting nothing, girl. Like, no, I don't want
It's
any
not
of
that bad. It's not a red flag
I
to
don't
that
want
point.
any of the people to be thinking that she's out here rejecting
No,
things.
no.
She's just out here talking
If
about
anything,
her
I would-
ideal scenarios.
If anything, I would clip this and then send them to this after we fucked. Like, I'd be like, yeah, come over, fine, whatever the fuck. And then be, like, act annoyed.
Yeah.
And then way later on, when we were, like, more cooler, like,
You'd send them.
I'd be like, by the way, stop saying this.
You'd be like, here's
Stupid.
a video clip.
Yeah,
Oh,
here's
wait,
a
no,
clip.
it's
Here's a clip
empty.
of me putting it on wax. Dude, I'd be, yeah, I gotta chill.
I don't think so, but yeah, maybe.
So, to wrap up the shooting form episode, last very, very important question. Best shoot your shot holiday.
So I used to think it was St. Patrick's Day
Oh, really?
because St. Patrick's Day was just
I thought you
Drop.
were gonna say 4th of July, but go on, or Halloween. Go on.
no. So again, I used to think it was St. Patrick's Day because throw on that "Kiss Me, I'm Irish" shirt, even when you're not Irish.
Okay,
You already
okay.
about to get that vibe. Boom, get that kiss, go to work. Then I used to think it was New Year's Eve.
That's
I was
not.
like,
Yeah, that
and-
not. No.
Yeah, you're arguing before you even let me talk. That's so cute. Typical. Anyways, if you're in a situation on New Year's Eve where there are coupled up activities,
Yep.
and then there is the solo dolo crew, it's like you don't even have to say much. Like, hey, New Year's Eve, we
Sure.
don't want to do da. Like, oh, I'm gonna be your first kiss for the new year, and then you can just talk for whatever and
Yeah.
But I think after, doing all the holidays and having whatever time, it is Halloween.
In the end.
Because,
In
like,
the end.
it is
Everybody
the time
is dressed
when you
too
get to
slutty.
be- well, I mean, that doesn't hurt. But, like, it's just the time when everybody is most, I mean, for a lack of a better word, not themselves.
Sloppy. Yeah.
Well, no, like literally not
Literally, yeah,
themselves.
just
Like
in
you are
relaxed
in your character
inhibitions.
doing the thing,
Mm-hmm.
and like I said in the episode, you find a costume to match up. Boom, that's game over.
Yeah, that was great
Like,
advice.
So I don't know. I think it is Halloween, but I I will say second place to me is St. Patrick's Day though. I still think it's St. Patrick's Day.
Man, as a hardcore downtown Minneapolis faithful, St. Patrick's Day isn't always. I don't know. It's the whole thing is fucking tricky because we're going to downtown St. Paul.
Yep.
It's impossible to get home from there. It's impossible. It's so hard. So it becomes immediately becomes this
home
thing.
is to find you.
I guess. Shit.
Woman.
I mean, maybe you might be right on that front, but I don't know if I've ever found a random hookup on St. Patty's Day. I would more go for maybe 4th of July, honestly, because it's not one of those holidays where there's any kind of it's. I feel like the lesser important the holiday, the more just loosey-goosey plans, for one thing. But regardless of any of that, sleeper pick, Thanksgiving, a.k.a. the night before Thanksgiving.
A.k.a. the biggest bar night of the year.
Yeah,
that is a pretty good one because you can drop a holiday sneak attack mixed with the shoot your shot for a combo breaker. Yeah. So I mean, that's not a bad one.
That's a great sleeper, and it's a great one for the comeback around because you see all these people that you've been known.
Like I said, that's a combo breaker holiday. I'm not against that one.
Sleeper.
My only hesitation with that day is that a lot of times it ends up being like a high school reunion, so you got to be out here dodging some grenades, doing the thing. You got to do a little more work to find that shot.
Sure.
But once you shoot it, he's open. Bang! As Mike Green would say.
Yeah, it's wide open. The shot is wide open on Thanksgiving Eve.
Bang! It's like you hit it. So.
But Halloween, I would probably have to agree. Yeah.
It's the easiest one that normally generates the most things. I don't know, some of the other ones, obviously, I just was Memorial Day was in Vegas.
Yeah,
that's
honestly,
dope.
Yeah, not bad.
Though, okay, I guess it does depend on where you're at, though.
But that's what I mean by the thing about Memorial is that it's like a lesser holiday in the hierarchy. So people be vacationing or just partying
we're
or
just
whatever.
out to party.
Blah,
we don't
blah,
care
blah.
about nothing. We just know we got Monday off, so Sunday Funday about to be
right.
Let's go.
So the plans are so loosey goosey. It's really easy to but everybody's out. So that's why it's I kind of and it's summer. I like the summer holidays because people be out here. 4th of July,
Like Labor Day, low key. That's your last time before cuffing season's coming to an
last
end.
hurrahs.
You gotta take if you miss the shots all
the
summer.
big summer 3 are big, and then Halloween. That's your last time to fucking be a hoe before it's too fucking cold.
It's never too cold to be a hoe.
Well, okay, fair
never
point.
Never too cold to be
but
a
you're
hoe.
Not finna,
Put them leggings and them Uggs on, girl. Let's go.
You're not shooting your shot on fucking Christmas. That's the main one. It's no.
I mean, if you are.
Fine. The holidays, come back around, fine.
If you are,
definitely, it's not a cold shot. It's a comeback kid.
Yeah, that's a comeback with a sneak attack. That's 100%.
Anyway, I think we covered the bases. I feel like that's a strong.
Yeah, we got good stuff. There might be some random shit we revisit, but that was good. I think we did a good job on that one.
Yeah.
So all right. Cool.
In conclusion, get out there in these streets and get them reps in.
Get them reps, guys, and I'm gonna try real hard to start trying to get some reps in this summer.
Me too.
For the people, she's not gonna need to because dudes are gonna be shooting against her. But I'm gonna be trying, and we'll give some updates.
We'll give some updates.
See how it goes. And next time you guys get me on this podcast, and you hear me crying, just know it didn't go well. Okay.
And on that note,
let's hit the drink break and the quick kids. Ciao.